Hello, I'm at TubeTalk.
Welcome back, Dougie! How are ya?
Yeah, pretty good, how are you?
Good. What's been the highlight of the week?
Not the bloody Black Caps.
No. They had Australia 57 for 5.
And we just fumbled it.
Wow, what did they bolt? Bolt had 3 for 6, up to 5 overs. 2 new batsmen in. Give him another over or 2. He's a good chance of getting one more wicket and then it's all over. I think that was the difference. But anyway, let's see. There's still 2 matches to go. Well, as we speak, there's 2 matches to go.
Yeah.
By the time people read this, watch this, there's probably 1 match to go. Let's see if they can make a comeback.
Yeah. Moving on. So last week we had 2 winners in Aussie. Mock Taffy at Eagle Farm and Quality Time in Sydney.
Yeah, really good. Mock Taffy should have won his previous start in a Saturday race. He was just probably wasn't the greatest ride. I mean, it was difficult because you only get caught behind horses going back because it is tough. And he only got out late and stormed home. Should have won. James Orman on board this time, ridden beautifully, stormed home, won going away. Looks progressive. You know, it just takes a bit of time for these European horses to acclimatise, adjust, and once they do, they're away. Quality Time, another of our imports, we bought him from Germany last year. He won in Sydney on Wednesday by 4 lengths, almost 4 lengths. He destroyed them really, and over a distance short of his best. He's a very exciting prospect going forward for his owners. He'll only improve again into his next preparation. He's still doing a couple of things wrong, and so he's a very exciting horse over ground going forward.
Hasbro was third at Doomham.
Yeah, fresh up in Australia in a listed race. Just got caught in a very awkward position and trying to squeeze through a gap he couldn't get through. And it was a wet track and it was better out wider and he was stuck up against the fence. It was a really good effort to run third. If been out wider, he would have got closer. He's coming up really well.
Raposa Repeater was also third.
Yeah, over 1,000 metres, short of his best, fresh up at an open class race. It was really good. Copeland's Mile was on his radar this time, and he's come back well. And when he gets up over 12 and then 1,400 metres, you're going to really see him hit his straps. He looks in for a good prep.
Moving on to this week. So on Friday at Goulburn, race 7, we have Slay Queen.
Nice barrier drawer. 1,200 metres last time, steps out to 1,300. It was a good run last time, just closing all the way to the line. This field might not be as strong as last start, and she's got a good barrier draw. The only question mark being how much rain they get. Hope they don't get too much, because she certainly has a turn of foot on top of the ground, but when it's wet, she loses that a little bit. So she should sit pretty handy, and I think she's a very good each-way chance.
And then on Saturday at Ruakaka race 3, we have Divine Sava.
Fresh up. She's a 2,000 metre horse. She's over 1,100 metres. It's short of her best, but she has stakes performed. Lovely barrier of 1. Look, if she was to run, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, we'd be pretty happy fresh up. If she was to run better than that, we'd be very happy. But she's probably looking for a little bit more ground than this. It's just a pipe opener for her, but she has got ability.
In race 6, we have Waimoku Falls and Margaret Jean.
Waimoku Falls was excellent first up, hitting the line hard late. Steps up to a mile, really suits her. Nice barrier drawer. Looks a good race for her. $60,000 race. She looks a good winning chance. Margaret Jean, barrier 1, but she's a 2,400 metre horse. She's second up over a mile. Her first run was just to go around. This mile suits slightly better, but it's still not far enough. Crystal Lindsay in the saddle, taking 4 kilos off. She'll probably get back. She'll be doing her best work late. Wouldn't be expecting her to run the first 3 because she's waiting until she gets to 2,000 metres, but I think we'll be seeing her finish off better than she did last start.
And then at Hawke's Bay race 10, we have Make Time.
Yeah, so he won 2 starts ago at the Grand National Carnival. He goes to Hawke's Bay on Saturday. Nice $50,000 race, barrier 9, but I don't think that'll matter. I think he's going over his favourite distance of 1,400 metres. The barrier won't matter because I think it's going to be a heavy track, pretty wet, and they're probably going to be coming wide. So he's had a few weeks between runs, but he's a reasonably fit horse. 4 kilos off with Crystal Lindsay Lily Sutherland in the saddle. So I think he can run really well. I think he'll be well over the odds.
And then at Kimber Grange Race 1, we have Iberian Ruler.
Yeah, so he's having a second start. First start of his life. He ran down the track, but look, that was to be expected. He's a stayer. He was going over a short distance. He showed a bit of chink for a while. Really happy with him. He's improved again. We're not going to see him really hit his straps till he gets over 2,000 metres and next prep as well. He's got a bad barrier draw. He's drawn wide over a mile. He'll get back probably to last or near last, but I think you'll see him running on well, and I think he really is a horse to keep an eye. It wouldn't surprise me if he went a boomer second up, but he's a horse to back when he gets out over a bit further, and we do really like this horse.
And then at Rosehall Race 8, we have a Tissue.
The mighty Tissue, yeah, she's back. Theo Mark Stakes Group 2 for her, 1,300 metres. It's definitely a touch short of her best. She's got an awkward barrier draw of 10. She'll get back in the field. Jay Ford rides, but she'll sprint well fresh and she'll hit the line hard. Probably difficult to see her winning over this short distance, but I think she'll run well, and I think she's in for her best preparation yet in Australia.
And then we move on to Bit of the Week.
Hey buddy, how'd your Bit of the Week go last week?
We're not talking about that, alright? We talk about the one that I did 2 weeks ago, which got first.
We've talked about that. Can't
Now, which one of yours has got first?
Plenty.
Yeah, I'm more of a one-hit wonder, maybe.
Nah, you had a few. Let's talk about this one though.
Well, this Bit of the Week, on Saturday at Hastings, race 7, we have Mazzolino.
In the Gold Trail Stakes, trained by Stephen Marsh, full sister to a Tissue. First up, she was just narrowly nailed as a 2-year-old for second. This time in first up, she was in a very strong fillies race at Taupo. Finished off really well, beaten less than half a length. I think there were two horses that finished first and second against her, are ahead of her in the market. But I think with a bit of extra experience on her side, and I think she's got a lovely motor, this filly. I think that at $6.50 currently, she's over the odds. She might even drift, but I think she handles the track. I think she's a genuine chance, and I think she can win the race. So Mazzolino at $6.50 in the Gold Trail is our Bit of the Week.
And that includes TubeTalk.
It does, Douglas, and we shall see you next week. Hopefully, some more winners. Winner, Bit of the Week winner.
Yeah.
Some more, good news. Thanks, mate. See ya.
Bye.
And they step up the speed in front now. Sunline moved a length in front of Grand Archway, and the pace is right on, and Sunline went for home. She broke away the New Zealand filly and went 2 lengths to Grand Archway. 2 then to Rose of War, followed to the outside by St Clement's Bell. Then Ills, and further back My Jasper and Pukahina. Sunline has burst clear on the turn. She's 4 lengths in front. Grand Archway trying a hard out. Then further back Rose of War. But this mighty filly from New Zealand, Sunline, is going to blitz them. Sunline in a canter, down to the post, Sunline all the way, wins 5 lengths.